Hi everybody, welcome to our digital kennel, GermanShepherdMan.com. I'm Charles Miller, and this is Sergeant the Super Dog. And he is a super dog. In 46 some odd years of German Shepherds, my very first dog was what I classify as a 10. He was on a scale of 1 to 10, he was a 10. Now I was young, I was 20 years old, I didn't know that. I thought all German Shepherds were like him. He was a 10. And it was not until I got this baby right here till I finally got a chance to have another 10. Sergeant the Super Dog is a 10. Matter of fact, short story. This is about off-leash healing, but a short story. Had a guy that moved into the area fairly near me, under an hour away, and he was a Special Forces, Army Special Forces, Army Ranger that was in the K9 unit. Okay, this is a very high-level dog trainer, and when I found out he lived near me, I begged him, please come, please come, please come. Watch my YouTube videos. And of course, you know, I was just some guy with German Shepherds, and he didn't watch my videos. Don't blame him. I mean, he's like, you know, upper crust. Why would he want to watch German Shepherd Man videos? Anyway, finally I called him one time, caught him just right. He said, I'm going by you, I'm doing a demonstration in Orlando, so I'm gonna go right by where you live, I'll stop. I was like, huh, thank goodness. He comes here, and of course everything's fenced. I have an electric gate out front that I click and open and close, and he just parked outside the gate, and I clicked and went out. All my dogs were put up, and I went out, and he took out his demo dog. It's like a $100,000 German Shepherd, and he was all of it. He was, I mean, and because he's going to do a demonstration, he had just been washed, and I mean, he was perfect. He was perfect. And I'm watching, I'm impressed. I mean, I loved it. He was outstanding. He was top shelf. He was, yeah, all of it. And we spent an hour out there talking and watching and doing, and the dog was just amazing. So I said, let's put him up, and I'll go pull Sergeant out. Put him up, clicked the gate, walked in, clicked the gate, closed behind me, and his wife and I walked up to Sergeant's pen, got him out, and in 5 minutes, the guy was drooling. I mean, the guy was like, how did you get such great control of that dog? I mean, he was like, you know what I mean? He just couldn't believe it. I was like, you know, I got a really nice dog too. I tried to tell you, I begged you to come. He's like, wow, I'm glad I came. Anyway, that was just a short story, maybe not short, but anyway, that was a great story. Just talking about how impressive this dog is, even to high-level professionals that have gotten to know him personally. And what we're going to talk about in this series, leash training is important, and that's how I get my dogs started, but I get off of a leash quickly. I don't use a leash very much. I mean, right foot is S-T-A-Y. I mean, I just don't, I like off leash. You know, I want my dog to be like this off leash. That was why the guy was so impressed. I didn't go get a leash. I didn't need a leash. You know, my dog was like Cracker Jack, baby, no leash. So that's why the guy was so impressed. Now, what I want to tell you, give you a little tip. When you're teaching your puppy, when you're raising your puppy, one of the main things to train them when you're leash training and progressing to the off-leash training is the left turn. Okay, you want your dog to understand turning right is easy. Turning right is easy. I mean, they're right here, you know, they're just, it's easy to turn right, but it's not so easy for them to turn left. See, I've got this and that's got him all. But you want to, see, he's moved into the groove now. He said, okay, left, no problem. Left, no problem. Shift right back into right turn. Right here, good boy. Down. So when you're leash training, make sure you do a lot of left turns. You want to make sure that your dog understands left turn, and if they leak out, think maybe he saw me do. Okay, you want it? Get. If they leak out ahead of you a little bit and you turn left, you're like right in the middle of their torso. That's not good. So you want to make them, Sergeant, drop. Right here. You want to make sure that their head stays in this area right here. I call it the imaginary basketball. I want the top of their head right in here. And if their head leaks out ahead of it and you turn left, you're kind of you're turning into this part of the dog instead of leading them with your legs. Watch this. See, he's got the left turn thing down, and he didn't do it really well then. It's hot. I mean, it's summertime, and it's hot in the middle of the day. And he kind of wants that and find some place in the shade. But anyway, when it's temperate, not so hot, not middle of the day, and he's really working really good, he'll look at my torso more so than my feet. And all I have to do is just do a little body turn, and he knows I'm going left because my torso turns before my feet do, or kind of in at the same time as my feet. But he just one little torso move, he knows we're going this way or we're going that way. I just clap my hands, and he thinks, come on, baby. When I clap my hands, good boy. When I clap my hands, that means bring it here. He was over there in this nice, cool spot, and I clapped. But anyway, that's okay. So make sure when you're training your puppy on leash at the beginning, do some left turns. Do a lot of them. You want your puppy left turning so that they learn not to leak out ahead. You turn into them, and go ahead and turn into them. I mean, kind of make them go, whoa, 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 what was that? It's called, you're too far out ahead. You know, keep them back, do some left turns, do some right turns, do some 180s, you know, 360s, and that's going to be very important to getting your dog from on leash to off leash, which is what I really like. I like off leash. It's part of my own personal puppy training system. And if you don't have that yet, you got a German Shepherd puppy, you're getting one, make sure you get my own personal puppy training system. It'll help you a lot. Could save you a lot of money. You get to be the trainer. And it's based on love rewards. I don't use clickers, I don't use yes, I don't use this or that. I use love. Wow. You're gonna love it, and your dog will love it. You know what I mean? It's based on love, the most powerful force in the universe. Love, use it. Get my puppy training system. Thank all of you from all of us, GermanShepherdman.com.